Voyager 1. The signal from beyond. For nearly half a century, Voyager 1 has drifted through the silent sea of stars. A lone traveler from Earth, crossing unseen boundaries one after another. When it launched in 1977, no one imagined that this golden spacecraft, no larger than a car, would one day escape the sun's reach entirely, carrying humanity's voice into the endless dark. But decades later, that ancient probe has done something no one expected. It has sent back a signal, faint yet precise, filled with data that doesn't fit into any known scientific model. NASA has confirmed that Voyager 1, the most distant human creation in existence, has encountered a phenomenon so strange it could reshape our understanding of interstellar space itself. At a distance of almost 15 billion miles from home, Voyager 1 moves through a region where sunlight no longer touches its surface. Its systems are aging, its power slowly fading, yet somehow, it still whispers across the cosmic dark. Each message takes over 22 hours to reach Earth, a fragile voice traveling through eternity. And what those whispers are saying has left scientists speechless. The anomalies begin. Voyager's most recent transmissions show something no one can explain. Irregular magnetic fields, spikes in cosmic radiation, and rhythmic pulses of energy that appear to come from nowhere. These aren't random or chaotic. They repeat. They have structure, as if something out there is producing a patterned signal. And that pattern seems to mark a new kind of cosmic boundary, something that lies beyond the heliopause, where the sun's influence ends. Back in 2012, Voyager 1 officially crossed that boundary, entering true interstellar space, the first human-made object ever to do so. Scientists expected calm, predictable readings beyond the solar bubble. Instead, the data grew stranger every year. Voyager detected waves of turbulence, twisted magnetic flows, and pockets of dense, energized plasma, all in places that should have been empty and quiet. It was as if the space between stars was alive, breathing and shifting with hidden motion. The mysterious pulse. Recently, the fluctuations grew stronger. A sudden burst of cosmic radiation, several times higher than anything measured before, flashed across the probe's sensors. Cosmic rays usually come from violent events, supernovae, black hole jets, or ancient explosions scattered through the galaxy. But this time, the energy pattern didn't match any known source. The signal repeats at irregular intervals, steady, deliberate, almost like a cosmic heartbeat. Something, somewhere, is interacting with Voyager 1. NASA labeled it an anomaly, but even that word falls short. The readings don't just break expectations, they defy the rules of physics as we understand them. The magnetic mystery beyond the sun's reach. Magnetic fields should align neatly with the galaxy's flow. But Voyager 1 recorded sudden bends and reversals, moments when the magnetic strength doubled or flipped entirely. It's as if the probe passed through an invisible structure vast enough to distort magnetism itself. Some researchers think it could be dark matter, the unseen mass that holds galaxies together. Others believe Voyager is feeling the echoes of ancient supernova shockwaves still rippling through space. And a few wonder if this might be something entirely new, a natural resonance in the plasma of interstellar space, a kind of cosmic vibration that has existed since the galaxy's birth. In that case, Voyager 1 could be hearing the faint hum of the universe itself. The subtle drift. Then came another surprise. Mission engineers noticed a slight but consistent shift in the probe's trajectory, a slow, unaccounted-for drift, as though something unseen was tugging on it. Gravity from an unknown mass? A rogue planet or small black hole hidden in the void? Or perhaps a region of warped space-time where gravity behaves differently than anywhere else we've measured? If that's true, Voyager may be revealing that interstellar space isn't empty at all, but woven with hidden fields, energy flows, and gravitational currents forming an unseen architecture of the cosmos. NASA's Deep Space Network continues to listen, straining to catch the faint heartbeat of a machine older than most of its engineers. Each transmission from Voyager 1 now arrives weaker, thinner, a whisper stretched across more than 15 billion miles of emptiness. Inside that tiny spacecraft, a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, once glowing with power from decaying plutonium, is slowly dying. Its warmth fades year by year, and with it, the strength to keep its instruments alive. In the early days, Voyager's systems operated in perfect harmony. Cameras, sensors, magnetometers, and plasma detectors worked together, painting humanity's first portrait of the outer planets. But today, those instruments have become ghosts of their former selves. One by one, they've been shut down to save what little power remains. NASA's engineers call it the long twilight. Every command sent from Earth, a simple instruction, a single line of code, takes nearly a full day to arrive. And another day passes before the probe's faint reply returns. 2 days for a single exchange. That's how slow the dialogue between Earth and its farthest traveler has become. It's not a mission anymore, it's a conversation across time itself. The scientists at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory know what's coming. Soon, even the most essential instruments will fall silent. The magnetic field detectors will power down. The plasma sensors will go dark. And finally, the last heartbeat, the spacecraft's transmitter, will fade into the static of the cosmos. When that happens, Voyager 1 will no longer speak. It will drift, unhearing, unseen, a frozen memory of human curiosity. And yet, even in silence, it will endure. Fixed to its side is the golden record, a message carved in metal and hope. It carries the laughter of children, the sound of ocean waves, thunder, birdsong, and greetings in 55 human languages. It holds the heartbeat of a mother, the rustle of wind, and the music of Bach and Chuck Berry, all fragments of Earth preserved against eternity. To anyone, or anything, that might someday find it, the record says simply, "We were here." Long after our cities have turned to dust, and our sun has begun to fade, Voyager will still be out there, coasting through the interstellar dark, carrying that fragile proof that life once bloomed on a pale blue world circling an ordinary star. A question without an answer, expanded, but what if Voyager isn't alone? What if something, or someone, has already found it? The rhythmic pulses Voyager has been detecting, steady, deliberate, and almost intelligent, refuse to fade. They echo through the deep void, constant as the beating of a heart. NASA calls them structured signals. Others whisper that they could be something more, perhaps responses from a presence beyond comprehension. No one dares to claim contact. No one wants to say the word communication, but deep inside the analysis teams, unease has begun to grow. If these signals were simple cosmic noise, they should fluctuate, fade in and out randomly. Yet the data remains consistent, almost self-correcting, as if the source is aware of being measured. And so, for the first time in history, scientists face a haunting question that science cannot yet frame. Is Voyager 1 hearing the background hum of the galaxy, or the echo of something listening back? It's a thought that humbles even the most skeptical minds. Voyager, a relic built with 1970s circuitry, memory measured in kilobytes, and no onboard intelligence, may have stumbled into a frontier that modern physics still struggles to define. It has become our messenger to the infinite, a fragile witness drifting between what we know and what we dare to imagine. The signs are subtle but impossible to ignore. Radiation spikes with no known source. Magnetic fields that twist like living currents. A tiny, consistent pull on the probe's path, as if something unseen were tugging at it, gently steering it off course. Every reading hints at a deeper truth. That the universe may not be an empty stage, but a vast ocean filled with hidden tides and invisible structures. Perhaps Voyager has crossed into a place where the laws of physics shift, where gravity hums and energy flows like a current beneath reality itself. If so, then the little probe has become our first witness to the living fabric of the cosmos. The message of the infinite as it drifts onward, Voyager 1 carries more than data. It carries the story of a species that looked up and refused to stop asking questions. A civilization that built a fragile machine, launched it into the dark, and dared to say, "Find us if you can. Maybe those pulses are just plasma waves. Maybe they're echoes of dying stars or the deep music of the galaxy itself. Or maybe, just maybe, they are something watching, waiting, and wondering who sent the golden record into their sea of stars." Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. Voyager 1 has entered a realm where science meets the unknown. Where silence carries meaning. Where every anomaly, every unexplained rhythm, whispers that the universe is far more alive than we ever imagined. As it sails onward through the endless dark, alone but eternal, Voyager 1 reminds us of something profound. That the cosmos was never empty, never still. It breathes. It moves. It listens. And somewhere, in that vast starless ocean, perhaps something ancient and unseen, has begun to listen back.